Niagara Falls, one of the most beautiful places on the planet. And since October 9th, 2009, there's been a new attraction that's been seen in the skies over the falls. For lack of a better word, we'll call them the Niagara Lights. Here's what they look like.
Don't be afraid of what's happening. Here it comes.
I had a chance to talk to some eyewitnesses who have been watching the skies since the very first sightings, which made the front page of the Niagara Falls Review and Channel 4 News in Buffalo. Lee, how many times have you seen this light phenomenon?
Probably up to 5 times now.
And where do you view it from?
All over the city. The first view I got was from my front step. I'd been looking for this object for a while because I'd heard it was in town and seen a video on YouTube. And got the call from my wife and walked outside and could see it right from my front step. But then I started wandering around the city and you can see it from pretty much everywhere.
Can you describe exactly what you have seen in the skies over the falls?
I've seen it happen a couple different ways. The first time when I walked out of my house, like I saw, it was like 2 bars of lights in the sky, almost forming a triangle pattern, but not meeting at the point. And on a different night, I've seen these 2 bars of light separate into 2 lights and form a diamond pattern, and one light would wink out, and it would just be like a triangle with lights on the corners. It's pretty neat stuff.
Do these lights at all in the sky, seeing that no one really knows what they are, do they concern you at all?
They make me wonder. I just want to know what they are. I'm not scared or anything, but concerned to see what's going on.
Tony, how many times would you say you've seen this light phenomenon over the skies?
It's been 11 times. I recorded them on logs.
And so you've kept a logbook of when you've seen the lights and what's been happening?
Yep.
Perfect. And how high do you think these lights are in the sky?
That's really hard to tell. Originally I was guessing a couple thousand feet, but after looking at cloud cover, the types of clouds, it looked to be at least altocumulus, higher cirrus clouds, which is 7,000, 10,000, even more, even up to 25,000 feet. I've probably been at least 100 hours of my time sitting here and in areas looking for it, waiting to get some more video and pictures just to sort of see what it might be.
Have you contacted any other people or anyone that might take interest in this?
Yes, TV, radio, various ufologists. I've looked into weather myself, phenomenon, and really no one's contacted me. Nobody, actually.
So, there are 3 theories that need to be reviewed. 1, we have weather phenomenon. 2, ground lights. And 3, UFO.
Let's take a look at the most plausible explanation, weather. Niagara Falls is a unique place for weather due to the constant mist always rising from the falls and the Niagara Escarpment just around the corner. And after a lot of research, the most likely explanation is an extremely rare weather phenomenon called broken light pillars. And here's one of the only pictures I could find on the subject. It is caused when very precise atmospheric weather conditions reflect ground light off of suspended ice crystals in the sky. Basically, we have all the ingredients around the falls for this to happen. But this also raises many questions. Why all of a sudden now? Why not every night? And why haven't these lights been seen before October 9th, 2009? The next possibility would be lights from the ground. Massive development over the past 15 years around the falls has produced countless ground lights that shine into the night sky. These lights range from giant floodlights, small decorative lights, and even revolving searchlights to draw attention to Clifton Hill.
And then there's the UFO possibility. Now remember, UFO stands for Unidentified Flying Object, which means it can be from anywhere. Russia, the States, Welland, the planet formerly known as Pluto. There is a gentleman from the United States named Sam Maranto, who is a field investigator for MUFON, who's been spending a lot of time investigating the Niagara Lights. And we had a chance to talk with him via phone.
Mass sightings are my main interest, and there's multiple reasonings for that. Mass sightings, you have a cross-section of a demographic of a community. The other thing is we have multiple sets of footage from varying angles and varying perspectives on multiple dates. So the phenomena is taking place, so there is no doubt this isn't some mass hallucination, number one. It isn't an object that can float in and out. It is stationary, so therefore it can't be a weather balloon, a dirigible, a helicopter, etc. So you just get rid of those things. There isn't. This isn't, the Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis or anything like this. The phenomena is genuine, and it can only be accountable for by a few things, and that being optical illusions caused by atmospheric conditions, or something genuinely being there. I wouldn't be surprised that if this is a genuine UFO sighting, and this is ongoing, that there may be some more reasoning involved as to why.
Right, right. And so do you plan on perhaps making a trip up here and to try and see the lights for yourself?
Yes, I'm planning to come up there with other investigators and researchers, putting together a group of people. I'd like to do a documentary on this, or do a segment of this for a documentary on mass sightings and the social response of mass sightings.
One of the most amazing videos shot was taken by Trevor Nadea of Anti-Gravity Skate Shop in mid-December. In early January, a team of 3 people were sent to the falls by an aerospace company from Las Vegas to investigate the Niagara Lights. This company works on advanced propulsion systems for spacecrafts. They, along with Sam Moranto, are looking for more eyewitness reports. So if you've seen the Niagara Lights or know someone who has, feel free to contact either of these gentlemen at the email address on the bottom of the screen.
200 years ago, all we had to entertain ourselves was the fire on the ground or the stars in the sky. We now live in a world where technology is on the forefront of thought, constantly advancing, almost faster than we can keep track of. And yet, we all seem to be thumbs, our heads buried, just typing away, texting, emailing, keeping in contact with our social lives. Do me a favor, look up. Who knows what you'll see. I'm Mike Mosher, and you're watching The Source.